Hello, family. All praises and blessings to our Father, the Creator. I pray everyone is doing well. We left off in the book of Jasher, chapter 82, and we'll pick up there, chapter 82, verse 1. The children of Israel proceeded from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai in the third month from their going forth from Egypt. 2. At that time, Reuel the Midianite, the father-in-law of Moses, came with Zipporah his daughter and her two sons, for he had heard of the wonders of the Lord which he had done to Israel, that he had delivered them from the hand of Egypt. 3. Reuel came to Moses in the wilderness, where he was camped, where the mountain of the Most High was. 4. And Moses went forth to meet his father-in-law with great honor, and all Israel was with him. 5. Reuel and his children remained among the Israelites for many days, and Reuel knew the Lord from that day forward. 6. In the third month from the children of Israel's departure from Egypt, on the sixth day, the Lord gave to Israel the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. 7. All Israel heard all these commandments, and all Israel rejoiced greatly in the Lord on that day. 8. And the glory of the Lord rested on Mount Sinai. He called to Moses, and Moses came in the midst of a cloud and ascended the mountain. 9. Moses was on the mount 40 days and 40 nights. He ate no bread and drank no water. And the Lord instructed him in the standards and judgments in order to teach the children of Israel. 10. And the Lord wrote the 10 Commandments which he had commanded the children of Israel on 2 tablets of stone, which he gave to Moses to command the children of Israel. 11. At the end of 40 days and 40 nights, when the Lord had finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, the Lord gave to Moses the tablets of stone written with the finger of the Most High. 12. When the children of Israel saw that Moses delayed coming down from the mount, they gathered around Aaron and said, "As for this man Moses, we know not what has become of him." 13. Now therefore rise up, make to us a God who shall go before us, so that you shall not die. 14. Aaron was greatly afraid of the people, and he ordered them to bring him gold, and he made it into a molten calf for the people. 15. The Lord said to Moses, before he had come down from the mount, "Go down, for your people whom you brought forth from Egypt have corrupted themselves." 16. They have made to themselves a molten calf and have bowed down to it. Now therefore leave me, that I may consume them from off the earth, for they are a stubborn people. 17. And Moses sought the countenance of the Lord, and he prayed to the Lord for the people on account of the calf which they had made. Afterward he descended from the mount, and in his hands were the 2 tablets of stone which the Most High had given him to command the Israelites. 18. When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf which the people had made, the anger of Moses was set ablaze, and he broke the tablets under the mount. 19. Moses came to the camp. He took the calf and burned it with fire, and ground it till it became fine dust, and scattered it on the water, and gave it to the Israelites to drink. 20. There died of the people by the swords of each other about 3,000 men who had made the calf. 21. The next morning Moses said to the people, I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I may make atonement for your sins which you have sinned to the Lord. 22. And Moses again went up to the Lord, and he remained with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. 23. And during the 40 days, Moses entreated the Lord on behalf of the children of Israel. And the Lord listened to the prayer of Moses, and the Lord was begged of him on behalf of Israel. 24. Then spoke the Lord to Moses to cut out 2 stone tablets and to bring them up to the Lord, who would write on them the 10 Commandments. 25. Moses did so, and he came down and fashioned the 2 tablets and went up to Mount Sinai to the Lord. And the Lord wrote the 10 Commandments on the tablets. 26. Moses remained yet with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. And the Lord instructed him in standards and judgments to give to Israel. 27. The Lord commanded him respecting the children of Israel that they should make a sanctuary for the Lord, that his name might rest therein. And the Lord showed him the likeness of the sanctuary and the likeness of all its vessels. 28. At the end of the 40 days, Moses came down from the mount, and the 2 tablets were in his hand. 29. And Moses came to the children of Israel and spoke to them all the words of the Lord. And he taught them laws, rules, and judgments, which the Lord had taught him. 30. Moses told the children of Israel the word of the Lord, that a sanctuary should be made for him to dwell among the children of Israel. 31. And the people rejoiced greatly at all the good which the Lord had spoken to them through Moses. And they said, we will do all that the Lord has spoken to you. 32. And the people rose up like one man, and they made generous offerings to the sanctuary of the Lord. Each man brought the offering of the Lord for the work of the sanctuary and for all its service. 33. All the children of Israel brought each man of all that was found in his possession for the work of the sanctuary of the Lord, gold, silver, and brass, and everything that was serviceable for the sanctuary. 34. All the wise men who were practiced in work came and made the sanctuary of the Lord according to all that the Lord had commanded, every man in the work in which he had skill. All the wise men in heart made the sanctuary and its furniture and all the vessels for the holy service as the Lord had commanded Moses. 35. And the work of the sanctuary of the tabernacle was completed at the end of 5 months. The children of Israel did all that the Lord had commanded Moses. 36. And they brought the sanctuary and all its furniture to Moses, like to the representation which the Lord had shown to Moses. So did the children of Israel. 37. And Moses saw the work, and behold, they did it as the Lord had commanded him. So Moses blessed them. That's the end of chapter 82. And we will pick up chapter 83, verse 1. In the 12th month, in the 23rd day of the month, Moses took Aaron and his sons and dressed them in their garments and anointed them and did to them as the Lord had commanded him. And Moses brought up all the offerings which the Lord had on that day commanded him. 2. Moses afterward took Aaron and his sons and said to them, For 7 days you shall remain at the door of the tabernacle, for thus am I commanded. 3. And Aaron and his sons did all that the Lord had commanded them through Moses, and they remained for 7 days at the door of the tabernacle. 4. On the 8th day, being the first day of the month, in the 2nd year from the Israelites' departure from Egypt, Moses erected the sanctuary and put in all the furniture of the tabernacle and all the furniture of the sanctuary. And he did all that the Lord had commanded him. 5. Moses called to Aaron and his sons, and they brought the burnt offering and the sin offering for themselves and the children of Israel, as the Lord had commanded Moses. 6. On that day, the 2 sons of Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, took strange fire and brought it before the Lord, who had not commanded them to do it. And the fire went forth from before the Lord and consumed them, and they died before the Lord on that day. 7. Then on the day when Moses had completed erecting the sanctuary, the princes of the children of Israel began to bring their offerings before the Lord for the dedication of the altar. 8. And they brought up their offerings, each prince for 1 day, a prince each day for 12 days. 9. And all the offerings which they brought, each man on his day, 1 silver charger weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 10. 1 spoon weighing 10 shekels of gold, full of incense. 11. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 12. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 13. For a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of a year old. 14. Thus did the 12 princes of Israel day by day, each man in his day. 15. It was after this, in the 13th day of the month, that Moses commanded the children of Israel to observe the Passover. 16. And the children of Israel kept the Passover in its season in the 14th day of the month, as the Lord had commanded Moses. So did the children of Israel. 17. And in the 2nd month, on the 1st day thereof, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 18. Number the heads of all the males of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward, you and your brother Aaron and the 12 princes of Israel. 19. And Moses did so, and Aaron came with the 12 princes of Israel, and they counted the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. 20. And the number of the children of Israel by the houses of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, were 603,550. 21. But the children of Levi were not numbered among their brothers, the children of Israel. 22. And the number of all the males of the children of Israel from 1 month old and upward was 22,273. 23. And the number of the children of Levi from 1 month old and above was 22,000. 24. And Moses placed the priests and the Levites, each man to his service and to his burden, to serve the sanctuary of the tabernacle, as the Lord had commanded Moses. 25. And on the 20th day of the month, the cloud was taken away from the tabernacle of testimony. 26. At that time, the children of Israel continued their journey from the wilderness of Sinai, and they took a journey of 3 days, and the cloud rested on the wilderness of Paran. There, the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against Israel, for they had provoked the Lord in asking him for meat to eat. 27. And the Lord listened to their voice and gave them meat, which they ate for 1 month. 28. But after this, the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against them, and he struck them with a great slaughter, and they were buried there in that place. 29. The children of Israel called that place Kibroth Hattaavah, because they buried the people that lusted flesh. 30. And they departed from Kibroth Hattaavah and pitched in Hazeroth, which is in the wilderness of Paran. 31. And while the children of Israel were in Hazeroth, the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against Miriam on account of Moses, and she became leprous, white as snow. 32. She was confined outside the camp for 7 days until she had been received again after her leprosy. 33. The children of Israel afterward departed from Hazeroth and camped in the end of the wilderness of Paran. 34. At that time, the Lord spoke to Moses to send 12 men from the children of Israel, 1 man to a tribe, to go and explore the land of Canaan. 35. Moses sent the 12 men, and they came to the land of Canaan to search and examine it. And they explored the whole land from the wilderness of Sin to Rechob, as you come to Kamoth. 36. At the end of 40 days, they came to Moses and Aaron, and they brought him word as it was in their hearts. 10 of the men brought up an evil report to the children of Israel of the land which they had explored, saying, "It is better for us to return to Egypt than to go into this land, a land that consumes its inhabitants." 37. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who were of those that explored the land, said, "The land is very good." 38. If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us to this land and give it to us, for it is a land flowing with milk and honey. 39. But the children of Israel would not listen to them, and they listened to the words of the 10 men who had brought up an evil report of the land. 40. The Lord heard the murmuring of the children of Israel, and he was angry and swore, saying, 41. Certainly not one man of this wicked generation shall see the land from 20 years old and upward, except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun. 42. But certainly this wicked generation shall perish in this wilderness, and their children shall come to the land, and they shall possess it. So the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years, until the end of that wicked generation, because they did not follow the Lord. 43. And the people lived in the wilderness of Paran a long time. And they afterward proceeded to the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And that is the end of chapter 83 in the book of Jasher, family. Thank you very much for your listening. Thank you very much for your understanding.